listen, I love you and thank you for being here, but I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? Every single day that passes, and this video really just revolves around a big gap in Global Dokkan's schedule that I fear, because if they do what I think they're going to do, I'm praying for everyone in terms of, saving Dragonstones. And I already made 2 videos talking about how hard it's going to be to save, and it just seems like I have to keep updating, and I really don't mean to, but we'll hop into it. Hopefully you're having a great day. And I saw some people commenting a little bit, I guess not saltiness, but kind of saltiness, that unfortunately, they didn't get the box thing right, where I basically said, you gotta guess where Beast Gohan is, and if you guess where Beast Gohan is between one of these boxes, that means you got good luck and you don't have to subscribe because your RNG is pretty good. And if you don't guess it, then of course, essentially if you get it wrong, basically got caught lacking, you got to subscribe to the channel. So instead of doing 3 boxes, you only have 2 boxes to guess from today. So I'll give you a second. I'll give you a second. Go ahead, do what you got to do, and pick which box Beast Gohan is behind. If you get it wrong, it means you got caught lacking. You gotta subscribe. It is what it is. But if you get it right, that means you don't have to subscribe. Don't even like the video. Just be here and do what you gotta do. All right. Thank you. 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now, if you picked the box to the right, how dare you insult my intelligence by thinking I would leave the STR symbol? Come on, man. Come on, dude. You got caught lacking today. You think I'm like, listen, I lost to Legic. I'm slow. I get it, but I'm not that slow, okay? You got caught lacking pretty bad, not gonna lie. Now, if you pick the box to the left, congratulations. You basically won. And if you pick the box to the right, then you know what you gotta do. All right, I appreciate you. Let's move on with the video. There's no way people fell for that, right? Anyways, let's move on to this, okay? So Global's anniversary starts in July, okay? Global's anniversary starts in July. Remember that both Global and JP will be synchronizing. Both versions will be coming together by sometime in summer. Now, majority of summer is taken up by the worldwide celebration, which takes place at the end of August throughout the course of September, right? So we would assume that the syncing of both versions would either happen right after that, which would kind of be fall, or right before that, which of course would still be summer. But here's the issue. If Global and JP are going to sync up, where in the world is the Tanabata celebration going to fall? Because Tanabata, you see this? It starts 7/7. That is July 7th. You know what else starts July 7th? The freaking anniversary for Global Dokkan. So the question is, where is this going to fall for JP? Technically, Global and Dokkan, if we're going to sync by the end of the summer, this is not just a random this is a genuine part 1, part 2 kind of celebration, where we have a really hype part 1 LR and then a part 2 LR. This celebration takes it starts again about the 7th of July and ends, let's see here. Yeah, the content and stuff basically ends at the end, not the end, around the beginning of August, which is essentially kind of when the end of Global's anniversary. So Global's anniversary ends around the same time that JP's Tanabata celebration ends. So those 2 things line up. But how is Global going to catch up and get all the Tanabata content while we're going through the anniversary? Because as you already know, Global gets a Dokkan Fest at the end of the anniversary. Last year it was Kale. Kale released the 11th. You guys can see here the anniversary essentially ended on the 11th. So there is no time for an LR and a whole, a Dokkan Fest LR and a part 2 LR. There's just no time for that. So what they could do is this, and this right here, it has me worrying a little bit, okay? I made this graphic instead of having a bunch of different tabs open. Let me know if you like this more than just having a million tabs open and clicking between them throughout the course of the entire video. If you appreciate this more, I'll put more time into doing this for you. That way it's easier to digest. Just let me know in the comments, say, yes, Mr. Baby, I like this more, and I got you, okay? I'm trying to make these videos a little bit easier to digest and just better overall. So just let me know. Any feedback definitely is appreciated. So late February, we got the Global First Goku Black. Early March, it's a possibility that we get a part 2 LR to this Rose Goku Black, you know, time futures. I don't know why I said time, but this future celebration, I doubt it, because cool global first. I just don't see. I don't see. How do I put this? I don't see how global's going to catch up if they release yet another global first, right? Like, we need this Gohan and Piccolo characters. So I'm assuming early March we get Gohan and Piccolo. Late March, this is Saiyan Day here. I'm not saying it's God Goku. I'm just putting a placeholder character there. So Global and JP will be celebrating Saiyan Day March 18th, which takes us to the beginning of April. April, we know it's already confirmed we're getting Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Hybrid Garden at the beginning of April, and late April is when Golden Week takes place. Remember, Golden Week takes place and begins, let's see, again on the late, like I mentioned here, late April, all the way to essentially, yeah, like late May. So mid-May we do have the LR, and then essentially by late May the celebration is completely over. So late, quote unquote, because look, as we can see here, Dokkan likes to release things, you know, towards the tail end of certain months. So we don't know if we're getting anything late May, and we don't know what's going to be happening for June for Global. These are two big question marks. What I think they're going to do, and hear me out, what I think they're going to do is late May, they drop the LR for the Tanabata celebration on both versions of the game. And then in June, we get just one LR, which is the part 2 LR. Let's say that happens on the 15th-ish of June. That gives Global in about 2 weeks to save going into the anniversary. And then what happens after that is, now that Global's in their anniversary period, JP has to basically go in the entire month of June with what? Right? With what could Global what could JP get possibly in the month of June? Because remember, JP, during Global's anniversary, JP is celebrating Tanabata. But if Global and JP celebrate Tanabata at the end of May through June, then what's going to happen, right, for JP Dokkan while Global is celebrating the anniversary? And this is what they could do. They could release the Global first Rose Goku Black in the first part of the month, and then the second part of the month they release the Dokkan Fest that Global will get after the anniversary. So let's say, for example, again, it's AGL Kale, right? Let's say AGL Kale does not exist. JP Dokkan gets Rose, the Global first. Let's say, yeah, they get that. I would say, okay, so basically when the anniversary begins for Global, JP gets Rose Goku Black, and then 2 weeks later, JP gets Dokkan Fest AGL New Kale, right? And then after Global's anniversary ends, essentially, then JP goes into like a week or two of just a dead period kind of thing, and then Global gets that same Dokkan Fest that JP just got, and at that point, both versions of the game become completely synced up. Because both versions have the anniversary, we've already taken care of Gohan and Piccolo, Saiyan Day, Tanabata, synced, like all this stuff is completely taken care of, and then we move. This to me is what makes the most sense. The concern I have is Piccolo and Gohan easy skip, but Saiyan Day might be tough. Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Hybrid Garden, tough. Golden Week, which released the best units last year, tough. The part 2 LR, which definitely hit or miss, but could be tough. And then Tanabata, which usually releases hype characters as part 1 and part 2, that's tough. There's a lot that Global might have to go through. But this scheduling, you have to admit, this scheduling makes sense. If we're going to completely sync up by the summer, what other way could we do it where Global is completely synced up and JP, like, Global doesn't have to, like, the Tanabata celebration is just the biggest question mark right now. And if we were to start it late May, because May would essentially have just 2 LRs, right? The LR at the end of the Golden Week celebration, and then the beginning LR of, what's it called? The Tanabata celebration. And it could also just be early June, but late May, early June, same difference, right? Because that June LR is still coming at mid to late June anyways. But then it allows, again, Global a week or two to prepare for the anniversary. So let me know what you think. That would be, again, a perfect time for them to get the Rose Goku Black. Actually, no, because actually, see, I kind of, I don't know what would happen, because while Global gets STR Gohan and Piccolo, what would JP get during the early March phase? Maybe just more anniversary content. I don't know, dude. Like, that's the one hole in this theory here. But regardless, we might have to end up sharing Tanabata before anniversary, and that's the big concern I'm trying to share. Not just Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Evergarden, not just Golden Week, not just Saiyan Day, but Tanabata as well. And if that's the case, this is going to be, without a doubt, the hardest road to anniversary Global will have to face. But to be honest with you, I believe it's worth it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at him, dude. Look at that. So good. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.